Hey, Forest School. Guess who? Guess who? Can you see me through my protective bee hat? So I'm here at Taproot Farm, and we are about to take a look inside a real live beehive. And guess who I have here with me? Can you tell who that is?
Forest School. It's Jamie here. Can you see me? I've got my protective bee suit on. Kind of feels like a little spaceship outfit. But the beehive is over here, and today we are going to be just checking out the hive and making sure everything looks healthy, making sure the queen is in there, and making sure that all the worker bees are contributing. There's no sign of potential diseases, and that's something as a beekeeper, you're really making sure that the bees, almost as you would take care of a pet, are healthy. So we'll go over here and we'll dig into it and follow us.
Follow us. So,
Hey kids, I'm Stephanie. I'm the farm manager at First Market Farm, and we're gonna open up the beehive. And so the first thing we're gonna do is we got our smoker going, and we're just gonna gently mist the front, the entrance here. And the smoke calms them down and makes them go in the hive and prepare to leave. So they're gonna be inside doing doing their thing, so they won't pay us any attention, hopefully.
Yep. And another thing, when bees smell smoke, what they do is actually going to go back into the hive, and they're going to go grab as much honey as they can and basically stuff it in their cheeks, because right now they just think it's almost as if there's a fire nearby and they need to leave their house quickly. So these right now are actually, when they smell smoke, they're going into the hive and they're grabbing honey to take with them to leave right now. So double check on top here. Now when we're done here, the bees will bring back the honey. They'll put it back in their combs. But
There's a drone right there.
we always like to check
Oh.
the top, making sure the queen didn't find her way up here somehow.
These are all worker bees, but that big guy right there with the big eyes, that's a drone.
You want me to
So these are open drone cells that were being made, and so that's actually a drone that was not finished pupating, but
when
it
we
was
took it
when
off.
we, yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna have to give them a little bit more space here. Yeah, I'm gonna have a honey super, but I'm gonna start by pulling out the frames, and I'm gonna start with the second one in, not the one at the edge.
You want me to hold them? Or
That might be a good idea. Yeah. Watch out, buddy. I'm definitely gonna have to put a honey super on here.
Yeah, I got. Looks pretty full. A lot of comb. You can see comb in all of the frames. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 frames here. We'll pull out a frame right now. And there's comb drawn out on all the frames. Now, the bees actually will make the the comb themselves out of beeswax,
Oh wow, that was
and
cool.
they secrete the beeswax naturally out of their body.
whoa.
Nick, would you want to add a little to this? Okay, so this up top is the honey, and here is they're building out the wax, you can see, and these are empty still, and then but in the middle here you can see that's nectar, and the nectar is what they use to make honey, and so they actually dehydrate the nectar using their wings, and that's what honey is dehydrated nectar.
And if you see these bees right here, they actually have in the nectar. Now I wonder if they're trying to suck out honey right now because
That
the
one's eating for
smoke.
sure.
So this one, it looks like it's actually taking some honey
Oh wow. Okay.
and maybe because they with the smoke they think they have to go.
Okay. So this is really interesting here. That's a queen cell. That is the queen cell right there.
That one right there?
Yep. So this one that looks, it's like protruding down right here. That's a queen cell. Can you hold it upright?
Yep.
Or like, yeah. Sorry. They like to be like that. So that's a queen cell, and then these are drone brood, and then there's the nectar. Oh, that's another queen cell. So that we had 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
So recently they made a new queen and then swarmed to find a new home.
Are any of them doing the waggle dance?
I don't see them on Waggle Dancer. I've never seen that.
So, oh wow. So this is like all nectar. So there's the honey in the corners, and then this is all nectar in here. You could see that it's not capped. When they're done turning the nectar into honey, they cap it with wax, like over here. And this looks like, is that
Oh.
Yeah, there's nectar and honey.
oh, that's another queen cell.
Right
But
there?
they're empty.
What does that mean?
So they made at least 3 new queens when they left. So they swarmed at least twice.
And then what happens if you don't use all of the queens that they make?
I do.
The worker bees they take nectar from the flowers and they store them basically in their and take them back and deposit them in these cells here, and then they basically fan them to make honey. Honey is what's going to be their food for the winter time.
And that's what dries, the fanning dries
The fanning is, it's almost like making maple syrup as humans do.
Oh,
They are
interesting.
incredible at heating and air conditioning. They're masters at HVAC, actually. And they are able to keep their hive a steady temperature all year round.
Wow. So they can over...
Honey is for the adult bees for their winter food. The young bees, when they're first born, will be actually eating something called bee bread, and it's made with pollen from flowers. So that's actually going to be a yellow solid, and they basically ferment it. So they get the pollen and they ferment it, and that's what's fed to the young brood once it's hatched.
All right. More nectar and honey.
You're gonna have a lot of honey.
Whoa, what are those,
So those are the drone brood. The ones that are popping out.
yeah.
I'm surprised to see brood up here at all.
There,
It's just
that's
mostly
good light.
honey. Oh wow. Okay, so that's a lot of brood, which means give me another second to look at this one actually, because this is there's because of the brood, it makes me feel like the queen could be up here.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a. Oh my gosh. Okay, turn it around so she can see. I gotta point something out. So there is a hatching. There's a bee hatching. Where was it? I just saw it. There was one that was just coming. I lost it because I.
Shoot, I can come around this way.
There it is, right there.
Okay.
Right there. This one's kind of in the way. See it coming out? It's hatching. See it? Oh my god, it's literally coming out right now.
Oh my goodness.
Get off of there, drone.
Wow.
It's like pushing itself out as we speak.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, we should not stand directly in front of the hive, by the way.
Oh.
All 3 sides are okay, but we don't want to stand right there. My bad. I forget to.
Wow.
Come on out, bee.
Is it coming?
It's coming. Here it comes.
Really?
Ooh, people keep walking over it. Bees keep walking over it. People. Wow.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Here she
You're
comes.
putting them back in the same direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Oh, we got some traffic. A little bit more.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh my gosh, a baby bee.
Working their little arms.
He's almost out. She's almost out. It's definitely a she.
Yep.
Wow.
This is so cool.
sweet. Ooh, everyone's excited. They came to applaud her birth.
Yeah, now they're
Just about.
gonna welcome her, and the first thing that bee is gonna do is clean out her cell
Yep.
when she's out. So
What-
that's kind of the way that bees are very tidy, and she will first clean out that cell to make room for another bee to be born there.
What do you mean by clean out the cell, Jamie?
So-
Oh, she's out.
Oh, good.
She popped.
So, you know, there's been
Okay.
like royal jelly is something that's given. It's a kind of a food given to the larvae as they're in there.
I think that's just
Right?
the queen. Only
That's
the queen
just
gets
the
royal
queen?
jelly.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, the larvae, they're eating some sort of nutrition and food, so there's going to be some remnants of matter left in the cell after a bee is in there. So almost just like a bee making their bed when she comes out. Okay.
More queen cells.
So
Wow.
a lot of you see some bee bread on there too. Those are gonna be the yellow ones that are a little thicker up.
The filled in ones, that's the bee bread?
Yeah, that's gonna be a pollen mixture. It's called bee bread, and that's fed to the young.
Okay. And then how soon after, do we know how soon after they start their work, the working?
They'll start working right away. Most bees, when they're young, they're not gonna turn into foragers until. Are you done here?
Yep.
They're not gonna turn into. That's the most risky job. So they'll do a lot of housekeeping work for the first couple weeks, usually, I believe.
Bees,
right?
yeah, the bees always have a job. They go through, depending on how old they are, there's specific jobs designated to the age of the bee.
Gotcha.
So the first thing they do is nurse, and the last thing they do is forage. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in between.
Sweet.
It's here, right?
Yep, and then this is the queen cell,
So-
which you can see is open from underneath. And look, there's a drone being born.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, where's the drone being
Right
born?
No, right there. You can tell they're drone cells because they're gonna be bigger than the regular brood cells.
Wow, we got 2 bee births
And
here.
we're just gonna
We're gonna put
Oh,
some
yeah.
back there.
because
Hey Forest School, we are here in the second level of the bees, and we are still on the search for the queen. Found a lot of queen cells, but no queen yet, so keep it going. So how does the queen choose where she's, like, does she move around?
Yes.
Any queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be on this.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping she is, because
Other side.
yeah.
Whoa.
There's no way to tell if she's at the bottom or not.
Here's a drone.
I didn't see any eggs.
Here, go ahead.
another way to tell, just by looking at the outside of the entrance, when foragers are coming back in, they will bring pollen in on their legs. They have these little sacs on their legs that they can stuff pollen in. You can actually see it, it's yellow. And that's a sign that there are eggs being laid in the hive because pollen is meant for feeding newborn bees.
I'm also not seeing any pollen.
Yeah, just straight over that side. Need the other side.
Ooh, there's a pollen bee.
See that?
You can see his yellow legs. Oh, and there's another one.
I still suspect that she might be in there, but I think
Yeah.
we should close this guy up. Did you grab? Oh, good. You got the super. Okay.